Alright, so I just got done killing legs, right? It's another leg day, a late night leg session, right? And then when I was training my legs, right, it got me thinking. It got me thinking as to how I actually started my online journey, right? The online business journey. Specifically, right, what I was actually questioning myself is that how do I actually decide on what online business to start? Because there's so many online businesses to start today, right? Especially in 2024. Back then when I was doing all of this online business stuff, right, I did it during 2020, right? It was during the pandemic, the C virus, if you may. It was during that period. So during that period, right, it's also like, it's kind of like the best time to start online businesses, including YouTube, including starting your own personal brand, specifically YouTube, right? If you want to be a YouTuber, most of the, I guess, the finance YouTubers, right, they actually blew up. It was actually during the pandemic season where everywhere was having a lockdown globally, right? Not just in my country. I'm pretty sure in your countries as well. So that was one of the best times. Just one regret that I have is that I did not start this personal brand channel of mine. I should have started way back then. I should have documented every single thing that I've done, especially when it comes to my online business journey. Because I've done a couple of things, right? If you guys are, long followers of mine, if you guys are a subscriber of mine, I mentioned in the previous videos that I've done a couple of online side hustles, if you may. Online side hustles, online businesses, all kind of stuff. All those kind of stuff. So, one regret, like I said, I should have started earlier. I should have pressed record earlier on. And then, who knows where I might be at right now. So that's the thing. But anyway, I'm still glad that I actually started recording. How long is this? Probably like half a year already. Half a year or so for this particular channel of mine. Yeah. But anyway, so what I was talking about is that how do I actually manage to decide on which online business model to start? So many of you guys, right, I'm pretty sure whatever I've been through, right, most of you guys or some of you guys are actually having that thought as well. Like there's so many online businesses that I can start. So many at today's day and age. More and more. More than 2020 back then. There's more and more choices right now. More choices is a good thing, but it can be a bad thing as well. Right? Analysis paralysis. You know it, man. You know it. A lot of you know it. And I was one of them as well. I was victim. Right? I was a victim of analysis paralysis. Right? Big time. Big time. Almost up to a year. I was thinking, I was procrastinating, I was contemplating whether or not should I go with the dropshipping business model, because I've been thinking about that for the longest period of time. And then at that point of time, to be fair, right, I was still a university student. So in my defense, or my excuse is that I wanted to focus on my final year as a university student. I wanted to graduate first and then pursue my online career, if you may. Yeah, so that was my thought process. That's what I didn't exactly went ahead to start the online business stuff. I waited until I graduated. But even after graduating, right, it also took me quite some time for me to actually start my dropshipping journey as well. Yeah, so that was no excuse. That was just on me, man. I was just, like I said, analysis paralysis. I was thinking too much. I was a perfectionist. I was trying to make things perfect. I was trying to research every single thing, making sure that I have everything written down, making sure that my business plan, right, is like on point. Make sure everything is perfect. Make sure that I have a plan A, I have a plan B, I have a plan C, D, E, F, G. By the end of the day, right, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. All you need to do is you need to start first and then figure out later. The main thing is just start now, start first, okay, and think later. That's it, man. That's it. One of the, I can't exactly remember who said it, but it goes like this. The smartest people in today's day and age, right, they are too scared. They think too much, right? Because they're too smart. They're always thinking, overthinking, trying to overanalyze. I'm not saying I'm smart, by the way. I'm not. I'm definitely not the smartest at all. I'm a dumbass, man. Trust me. But the smartest people, they always overthink. They always try to research every single thing, make sure that everything is like on point, right? Make sure everything is according to the calculations, right? And at the end of the day, they keep on doing that, but there's no action. There's no action. They're not confident. They think too much. And then the people who are the opposite, the ones who are not that smart, right? They are too overconfident. They are too overconfident. They don't think. They don't think, right? They don't think, but they just do it. They do it. They just do it. They don't even think too much. The thinking comes later, right? So at the end of the day, the most important thing is you do it first. You do it first and then you think later. Don't worry, because at the end of the day, right, in business, any form of business that you're doing, right, you are just solving problems. And every single day, there's always a new problem to be solved. So you can't possibly think of every problem first, right, before starting your business. You can't. You just can't. It's impossible, right? So don't think too much. Don't think too much. Just do it first. Alright, do it first and then figure out later. So that's the thing. So you guys decide, man. You guys decide which side do you want to be at. Do you want to be the type of people who thinks too much? The smart people who are too afraid, basically, right? Too afraid of doing it, right? They think too much, they calculate too much. I have one close friend of mine. He's exactly like this. He thinks too much, and yeah, he always has good grades during school times. Yeah, he always had good grades. But when it comes to like, after graduation and stuff like that, right? Man, he's really the stereotype. He's really the stereotype where he don't dare to do anything. Like, in terms of putting action, any form of doing, right? He doesn't do it at all. He thinks too much. And I asked him the reason, why don't you do it? All this kind of stuff. He's like, oh, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? I'm like, what if this, if that? Stop. Stop. Don't think about it. Don't think too much about it. Just don't think too much about it. Stop having what ifs, right? That's all I would say. Don't think too much. Just do it. Just do it, and then you know. Then you no longer have any what ifs. That's a way better scenario, right? To be living life. Instead of just assuming and imagining and thinking. No thanks, man. No thanks. Right? Okay, so anyway, what was I saying? Oh my god, this video is getting way too long. So anyway, basically, to sum it up, how do you decide? Just do it, and then just go with it. Just pick one, okay? Pick one that you feel that you are more comfortable with. They are most comfortable with. And then once you're most comfortable with that first option, right? Let us say that you have a lot of other business models that you want to try, right? That you want to attempt, like me, right? Because I also wanted to try different kind of business models back then. But the one that I really, really wanted, that spoke to me, that I don't mind suffering for, end of the day, right? Pick your poison. Just pick your poison. Everything that is pros and cons, everything that's going to be the good and the bad. Just choose the one that you don't mind suffering for. When you get a job, we are deciding between a job, right, or trying to be an entrepreneur, right? Everything has its pros and cons, right? Pick your poison. Pick your poison. Everything has it. So choose the one that you don't mind suffering for. That's it. Okay? And then you don't have to do it forever as well. That's the thing. That's the beauty of it, right? You have so many choices now. You can always try, and then if you fail or you don't like it, okay, then move on. But obviously you don't try for 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month, and then you decide, oh, this doesn't work, okay, bye, on to the next one. No, it doesn't work like that. This is not an excuse for you to just move on and try other things. Obviously you have to put in substantial amount of time first, experiment, try to improve, and then don't repeat the same mistakes, and then make sure that you try to refine your whatever business strategy it is that you may have, and then carry on and improve first before you actually move on to the next venture of yours. Alright? That's it. That's what I did. Yeah, I wish I had this video. I wish I had someone telling me this back then, where I don't think too much, because at the end of the day, right, when it comes to all this kind of business stuff, right, entrepreneur stuff, each second wasted is each dollar wasted. Think about it. Like even right now, you're watching this video. I mean, do watch my video, thanks. But even when watching this video, right, you're not exactly working, right? You're not exactly like putting work to your whatever business directly that you're trying to improve on, right? Time is money. When I was a student, I didn't understand that concept. Everybody was like, oh, time is money, man. You can make use of your time. All those adults, right, telling me, time is money, don't waste it. I didn't understand it back then. I'm like, what are you talking about? There's so much time. I always don't have things to do. So I'm like, time is like forever, man. I mean, I have so much time to spend. I have so much time to waste. That's why I didn't really understand that concept back then. But right now, right now, as I grow older, oh man, time is money, man. Time is really, really precious. Right? Don't think too much about it. Think, yes, obviously you need to have some form of base knowledge first, right? Before venturing into any form of business models that you want to try. You need to have that base knowledge as well. But don't think too long, right? Don't spend too much time researching and thinking to the point where you just don't even put in any action. Where you just don't even put in any action. Alright? Choose one, go with it, run with it, and then just do it. That's it. That's all I have to say. There's no other way to talk about it already. Really, there's no secret sauce about it, man. You're just doing it. Yeah, and just know that you don't do it, you're wasting money as well. And the biggest currency is what? Time. You're wasting your time. We're all gonna die. We're all gonna die, right? We're all gonna die. I always say that, yeah, we're all gonna die. So don't waste your time, man. Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. After you are done watching this video, don't waste your time and just do the thing that you know you need to do. And on top of that, right, since we're on that topic, after you watch this video, click the first link at the description box down below, and I'll give you guys a free course as to how you guys can start making your first dollar online doing what you love and enjoy. Alright, so see you guys inside.